Good morning everyone, how are we all doing today? Right, I'm now in Pattaya, Thailand, and today I intend to visit a rather unique place called the Sanctuary of Truth. Now I always led to believe it was a temple, but if you look on the website they refer to it as a castle. Now it's not like any other castle I've ever seen in my life, and as I say, it's very, very unique. But more of that when we get there. I've decided to have a little walk out to it. It's about 5 kilometres from central Pattaya. That's along the main roads, and I've looked on YouTube and I've not seen anybody actually walk there. Everybody seems to catch taxis there, which is fair enough. But I just thought for the purposes of my channel I'd do a little walk out there. Now obviously I'm not going to go along the main roads, so I'm anticipating that I'll be doing a little bit more than 5 kilometres. But we'll see how we get on. I've looked on maps and there isn't any actual coastal path to get there. The Sanctuary of Truth is actually on the coast itself, just north of Pattaya. I'm going to wing it today. I can't show you a preview because there isn't one. Like I say, I've looked on maps and there isn't actually a coastal path or anything round there. So I'm just going to go and see how we get on along the beach. See if we can get all the way there along the beach. We might not be able to. I might have to cut inland and do a bit of road walking. But we'll see how we get on. Now I don't know if there's going to be anything really interesting to film en route there. Again, we'll just have to see how we get on. If there is anything interesting, I'll obviously turn the camera on. Anyway, let's have a look at Pattaya Beach. We're going to be heading up around that point just over there. Now Pattaya Beach itself, it's just under 3 kilometres long. Quite a nice beach, plenty of swimming areas, all the water sports you could expect. The weather today, at the moment it's about 30 degrees, it says it feels like 35 degrees. As you can see, it is quite cloudy and it has forecast some light showers. Now I can see some dark clouds, whether they're heading our way or not I don't know, but we'll see how we get on with that. And I'll catch you all in a little while. Right, so we're now approaching that headland that I pointed out. Looking on the map, it looks like there might be a path at least part of the way around it. We'll have to see how we get on. So coming around this headland, there isn't actually a path. It just leads you onto another beach. I can only see one other person on the beach. It's very secluded, this one. We'll head along it and see how far we can get. I believe this is called Naklua Beach. A lovely little beach, although it is obviously rocky. And like I said, I can only see one other person on the beach. Bear in mind this is only, 10 minutes away from central Pattaya by taxi, if that. Very, very nice. Right, so we got to the northern end of Naklua Beach. It don't look like we can get much further this way. So I'm going to have to try and head inland. The only trouble is these all look like private residences and private hotels. So I think I'm going to have to nip through one and be a bit cheeky. Right, so I did find some steps up. If you look on the map, you'll see Soi Naklua 20. Soi is the Thai name for street. There are some steps that lead up from Naklua Beach up onto Soi 20. But looks like we've got a bit of road walking to do. Yeah, so head up that road for a couple hundred yards and come to a junction, turn left there, and then take the third road on your left. This is Soy 18, and we're heading back down to the beach. I have brought a bottle of water with me, but obviously we're not out in the jungles now. Plenty of places where you can get refreshments and sustenance. Right, so you come down Nicola 18 and we're back on the beach. This is the southern end of Wong Amat Beach. It looks like I might have actually been able to get round on those rocks. I'm not too sure though. Anyway, we're here now. And again, a lovely looking beach. Not too busy at all. Right, so we're just approaching the northern end of Wong Amat Beach now. Again, I don't know if I can get round this point or whether I'm going to have to head inland. But we'll see. Yeah, so you can get through at the northern end of Wong Amat Beach, and you come through onto another little beach. This is called Bamboo Beach. Again, a lovely little beach, and not very many people on it. We are in low season, what we classify as low season in Thailand. But even so, you've actually got the beach all to yourself. I'm just coming around the top end of Bamboo Beach now. And it looks like I'll get my first view of the Sanctuary of Truth. Yep, there it is. Another little beach to negotiate before we get there. But yeah, that's it. That's the place we're heading to. Right, we've made it onto this beach. As you can see, the Sanctuary of Truth is just a stone's throw away. It don't look as though I can get any further along the beaches to it or anything. I've done just under 4 miles. It's just been a nice, steady beach walk for the vast majority of the way. No hills or anything. The only problem I've got now, I've got to try and find a way off this beach. It looks like, again, it's all private properties. Might have to duck through somebody's property. We'll see. Okay, a bit cheeky, I know, but I did have to nip through a hotel to get to the front. I couldn't find any other way, to be honest. And I did get lost in the hotel. I had to go to reception to find out the front entrance, which turned out to be 5 floors up. So that's why I couldn't find it. Anyway, here we are back out. Short walk now to the entrance to the Sanctuary of Truth. Okay, so we finally made it to the entrance to the Sanctuary of Truth. According to my mapping app, I've done 4.8 miles. It took me just over 2¼ hours. I'll put a little overlay on of the route that I've taken now, and then we'll pay our entrance fee, which is 500 baht, and we shall go and see what the Sanctuary of Truth is all about. Right, so we're inside the Sanctuary of Truth. As I say, it's 500 baht entry fee. They do say that you're not allowed to film, only for personal purposes. So we'll see how we get on with that. And I've also got to get something extra, shall we say. Yeah, so the first thing is they've got a dress code here. And I've fallen foul of it, so I've been issued with these. Because my shorts were just above the knee, I had to wear these. You do have to go on a guided tour, or you're supposed to go on a guided tour, which lasts about 45 minutes to start with. And as you can see, we've all been issued with hard hats. So the entrance, you go through this section. This is where the craftsmen are still carving the wood. We'll get a little bit more about that later on. They're all here doing the thing. So this is the first up close view of this Sanctuary of Truth. Just to give you some idea of what it is, I thought it was a temple. On the website it says it's a castle, but the lady guide says it's a museum. Now it is constructed entirely out of wood. It's apparently the world's largest wooden structure. They started making it or constructing it in 1981, and apparently it is still under construction, although I'm led to believe it is due to be completed shortly. Now the other unique feature about this is there's not one nail being used in its construction. It's all done by joints and wooden pegs. It's all held together with them. It's absolutely massive. Right, so we're heading inside now. Apparently the Sanctuary of Truth, the reason it's been built, it gives you inside, it gives you the answers to the questions of who we are, where we come from, and how we can all live together. And we'll see what that means. So apparently this is the first truth. Who are we and where are we from? I'll let you pause the video if you want to and read through all that. So this is the second truth. How do we survive? Again, if you want to read through all of it, pause the video, feel free to do so. So this is the third truth, the end of life. Again, pause the video if you want to read through it all. This is the fourth truth, samples of civilization. This is the fifth truth, what is the purpose of life? The sixth truth, society is a two-sided coin. Right, so that's the official tour finished. It lasted just over an hour. I'll just say that lady can rattle on a bit, but having said that, she does give you a lot of information about all the carvings and all the meanings. There are also a lot of information boards in there that also tell you all about the different carvings and what they represent. I must admit, it's an absolutely stunning building. And to say that it's all basically hand carved and no nails used at all, it's absolutely amazing. That main central tower, I believe, is about 100 meters high. So hello little fellas. These geese, I hope they're the friendly type of geese. They look friendly enough. Look at these little fellas. Okay everyone, so that's my visit to the Sanctuary of Truth finished. Absolutely fantastic building. The fact that it's all made out of wood and not one nail used. Some of the carving's so intricate, it really is impressive. So if you are in Pattaya and you want something to do for the day, have a visit out here. Something a little bit different to what I normally do, but we had a walk out here obviously. You can get a taxi out here, no problem. There are quite a few other activities to do here as well. There's a mini zoo. There's lots of little cafes and snack places. They do horse and cart rides. They actually do elephant rides, which I'm a little bit surprised about because it is very, very frowned upon these days in Thailand. But there again, it is what it is. I hope you have enjoyed today's little video, and we shall see you all again soon. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the like button. Thank you.